guys? Controlled Icon here once again with a movie review of The Hills Run Red. Uh, this movie is fucking awesome. I gotta say, this is one of the coolest slashers I've seen in a long time. Uh, this movie, I didn't know what to think, right before I watched it, but I put it in. This movie was beyond what I expected. This was like fucking brutal. Uh, Disgusting fucking killer named Babyface. Basically, he fucked up his face with a um, scissors and just sewed this baby doll face on. That's him, and it's awesome. And, basically the whole movie's about this kid who is obsessed with this old cult film that you can never find in theaters or anywhere called The Hills Run Red, and he's just so obsessed with finding this movie. He goes on this road trip to find uh, out anything he can. He goes out and does interviews with people who 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 has seen it, and he does interviews with them. And he goes out and finds out that the director of the movie, his daughter, works at a strip club, right? So he goes out there and he interviews her because she was in the movie, and he come to find out that um, the killer, the babyface, is actually real, a real killer. And yeah, sorry about that. Comes to find out that babyface is a real killer, and this is really hard to explain without ruining it. So I'm just gonna kind of leave it at that. But the kills in this movie are absolutely badass. Like, there's one kill where this girl is strapped to this tree. Her legs are strapped to the bottom of this tree branch. Her arms are tied to the top branch of the tree, and then the two branches are held down with rope. And she's tied to these things with barbed wire. And Babyface comes up and chops this rope, and then the two branches just fly up. They just kind of like go apart, and then it just rips her in half. That, in my opinion, is awesome. That part in that movie was badass. That was the coolest kill in the movie. And there was another one too. I can't remember. Um, I like the beginning of the movie where it shows the killer. Uh, it shows the kid when he was little cutting his face off with a with a pair of scissors or something like that. That scene, in my opinion, was creepy. It was very creepy. I thought very disgusting. Very awesome though. That part was badass. This whole movie is just badass. At first when I seen this movie in on the store shelves, I honestly at first thought it was gonna be like a Hills Have Eyes remake, like a Hills Have Eyes like rip off or a spoof of some sort. But no, if you ever come across this movie, get it. I know you can find it at Suncoast. I found it at Suncoast, I believe. But yeah, if you ever have a chance to find this movie, get it. That's it. See ya.